So I have this salad, this lettuce I need to use up and to wash too. Some cherry tomatoes, I got some olive oil, some salt, pepper, 2 bell peppers, some tuna, 2 cans, boiled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, because it gives a good taste to the salad. Have some olive from not from Greece but Greek style, and I need to cut some sheaves from my balcony. I'm going to cook some eggs in the oven. It's a 2-minute recipe, so I'm just going to throw an egg in each bowl, add a teaspoon of heavy cream, crème fraîche, and I'm going to shred some Swiss cheese on top. You can put whatever cheese you have on hand. And I'm going to add some salt, pepper, and that's it. I'm going to bake the whole thing 10 minutes in the oven. And for veggie, I have the endive, and I will cut one for veggie. It's a kind of a salad from the north of France. So I'm going to show you the recipe. would be a faster process if I had some shredded cheese, but I don't. So if you have some shredded cheese, you can have this and skip this process, which is pretty long. I'm going to add a bit of cheese on top because I have some on my windowsill. But obviously you can add whatever dry herbs or nothing. And that's it. It's ready. So here's the final product. I topped with a bit of chives because I still have some chives on my windowsill, but you can add some dry herbs or nothing, in fact, and just salt and pepper. And so now I'm going to cook this in the oven for 10 minutes at 210 degrees. Here's my plate. It's totally cooked. I cut some endives and I made myself a vinaigrette with olive oil, vinegar and mustard to eat with the endives. And I'm going to finish the carrots from the lunch, maybe with a bit of mustard. And I toasted a piece of bread because it's very good to dip some bread, toasted bread, into the egg mixture. And after then I'm going to have some cheese. I have this camembert, which is very, very good, and an apple for dessert. And maybe if I don't have enough, I will have another one, egg mixture after this one. As I said, this will make a perfect breakfast because it's very high in protein, very good if you like this kind of dish for breakfast. And I'm going to calculate everything to see how much protein you can have, because in fact I'm going to make a big batch with a big dish, and for lunch I'm going to bring to my office, I'm going to cut some squares. And you can do this for breakfast too. So I'm going to calculate everything to see how much protein and calories, etc. you have in each square. So now I'm going to add a bit of milk. Not too much because it's already pretty liquid. You know, like this, it's about 50 millimeters.
E vejo anjo. Esqueci dos tropeços, esqueci das caídas, em noites perdidas. Vou encontrar o meu lar. Foi do seu sorriso que encontrei a paz. Alguém que preciso pra não olhar mais pra trás. Foi do seu sorriso que encontrei a paz. Alguém que preciso pra não olhar mais pra trás.
So now I'm going to cook this in the oven at 180 during 40 to 50 minutes. I'm going to check during the cooking if it's cooked with a knife, and I will see, but I think it's about 40 to 50 minutes. The quiche is now ready, and it smells very good, and I think I'm going to have at least 3 meals out of this. My office, it's lunchtime, and this is a quiche. It's very good. I had some yesterday, and I brought some mash, which is a winter salad to go with the quiche, some comté and an egg, and have an apple for dessert, and some vinaigrette to go with the mash, and some water, of course. So now I'm going to eat because I'm very hungry, and as I said, it's very good. It smells very good, and I will see you later. Here's my plate. So here's the tuna mixed with the Greek yogurt and the harissa. This is a North African hot sauce. And here's the peas and the carrots I'm going to dip into the tuna. Very often I have some comments because I show you some canned food in my video, and yes, I do eat some canned food, not on a daily basis, but it happens, and for me it's not a big deal. Obviously I wouldn't recommend eating only canned food because it's not that great, but when you don't have time, it's better than eating some junk food or fast food. And we are all busy, and sometimes we need convenience. So canned food, yes, they are not so great, but it's better than, as I said, eating fast food. And the reason why I don't buy frozen peas is because I don't like them. I prefer canned peas, in fact. But very regularly I eat some frozen veggies instead of canned, because I think it's better. So for the recipe I have a cauliflower, of course, some heavy crème fraîche, and some cheese. So this is Comté cheese I have to use up, but I need to use up, but you can make this gratin with whatever cheese you have. Some Swiss cheese would be perfect. And obviously some salt and pepper. So I removed the hard part in the middle because it's very hard to digest. This part, I remove it. I'm going to let it boil during 25 minutes, and that means until it's softened. It's almost done, and obviously it smells bad. Very bad, and it's one of the reasons I don't cook cabbage so often, because I live in a very small apartment, so it's annoying, but when I'm going to make the gratin it will be better. I'm going to let it drain to remove all the excess water. I cut the cauliflower into smaller pieces, not too much because I don't want mashed cauliflower, but into smaller pieces like this, because it's going to hold the sauce better and it will be easier to eat too. So this is all the cauliflower in the dish, and I'm going to top with cream, cheese and butter, salt, pepper. I'm going to show you. So first the cream, have 1 pot and a half. I mix very carefully because I don't want, as I said, I don't want the cauliflower to be mashed, but I want the cream to be well distributed, so the reason why I mix very well. Here's the final product. So I'm going to bake it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, but I think 15 minutes will be enough. I'm going to bake it at 230 degrees. My oven it's Celsius, of course. My oven it's pretty weak, so it depends on your oven. For me, 230 or 240 it's better, but if you have a hotter oven, maybe 210 would be enough. And so I'm going to check for Fahrenheit. This is my plate. So the beef patty I topped with cheese from my balcony. I added I cut some salad, some lettuce, and I'm going to have that with this homemade vinaigrette I made with olive oil and a bit of balsamic vinegar. And I topped the salad with cheese too. And this is cauliflower gratin. It smells amazing in contrast with the very bad smell that we have earlier. 2 tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. And afterwards I'm going to have some cheese, so I have some reblochon, and this is goat cheese from the southwest. I have about 1 kilo, I think it's 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to defrost it, and I will add 2 eggs, some salt and pepper, some mustard. This is very basic Dijon mustard. I'm going to add 1 or 2 tablespoons. I have parsley, I have herbe de Provence, and I have this onion I need to use up, and this leftover comté I need to use up too, so I'm going to add this for flavor. So here's the shredded comté, and now I'm going to prep the parsley and the onion. So this is the parsley. I washed it and I removed the stalks. And recently I broke my appliance, my mixer, so I have to do this on myself. And same for the onion. So here's the parsley and the onion I cut, and the comté. So I'm going to prep the meatballs. My meat is defrosted, it is ready to go, so I'm going to add the ingredients. Some salt. Some pepper. Herbe de Provence, a bit of oregano, not too much because it's not an Italian dish, and the mustard. You have to put your hand. It's the bad news, but you don't have to, but it's better to mix the ingredients. So obviously I washed my hand. Okay, this is perfect. So now I'm adding the comté. There's not so much because it does not have to be overwhelmed. I'm adding a bit more herbe de Provence, a bit more salt, and a bit more oregano too. And I give a good mix. Here's the meat mixture, so I'm going to form some meatballs with my hands and then put them into this dish. I think I will need 2 batch, in fact. It's a final product. There are 20 meatballs and there's some remaining meat for, I think, yes, 8 to 10 meatballs. I formed 15 meatballs with the remaining meat, so it makes, I think, 35 meatballs in total. So it's great because it will make 2 dinners for next week.